Unfiltered Sports Podcast, where raw meets real, honesty has no off-season, and nothing gets sugar-coated. Hosted by Todd, Matty, Dominick, and Randy. This is the Unfiltered Sports Podcast.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Lord.
Welcome into the Unfiltered Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Todd Fox, on a wonderful Monday as the playoffs are on their way for the teams that have made it. And for the teams that have not made it, sayonara, as we're going to start the offseason. New coaches, new beginnings. Don't worry about it. They'll fill your propaganda feed with better luck next year. Next year is going to be different. But for us who are still alive, me and Dom, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the week that was the final week of the NFL regular season, and then we'll get you all set for the postseason. We'll tell you where we were right, where we were wrong, and then we will get into everything related to the playoffs because it's going to be one hell of a preview for that coming up here. We'll try to blow through the games that didn't matter on week 18 too. So with that being said, and we're going to announce some winners here tonight for the pick'ems for the year. We'll see who won between us, the panel, and the viewer. So we'll see who that will be. Randy will allow that in a minute here. But first, before we do, to my right, the one, the only, Matty Matt. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing okay.
Okay.
I'm doing okay, man.
All right.
That's all.
Boy, short and sweet. I like it. Over to
Short
Dom.
sweet.
Hello, everybody. It's been a whirlwind of a weekend. You know what? If this show was on Saturday night, you get a different Dominick. Today, it's a little malign, optimistic, and it's a brand new week. You got to put your blue collar helmet on and get back to work. Let's go.
Spoken like a true second place team. Randy,
pardon me. We are third place via the tiebreaker.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, see, I can be honest. I can be honest about my team.
How you doing, my man?
Bang, bang, Seahawk gang, baby. Let's go.
Wait a minute. I thought you were the Panther, man.
Hey, it's a playoffs, baby. Go Hawks.
Randy can suck it with that bad juju.
That juju.
Okay,
I brought down the Jets. I brought down the Colts. Now I'm bringing down the Hawks.
Let's just blow past that because I'm gonna let them talk their shit all they want. But let's move on and let's talk about where we were right, where we were wrong before we get into the breakdowns. And I'll just say this right now: where I was wrong, I put faith in Landon's team. I thought Landon's team, the Buccaneers, would make it to the playoffs, but they proved me wrong by being the Yuccaneers and letting the Panthers back their way and back that ass up into the postseason where they're going to get beat. Now, where I was right.
Oh, Lord.
I told your ass that the Seahawks would take care of them Santa Clara Niners. All right, Matt, your turn.
By the way, everybody, just FYI, Todd is going to have a great show today.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Viewer discretion is advised because he's going to have a 2-hour segment.
Started.
Where I was right, for what it's worth, I picked the Raiders to beat the Chiefs, and they did. Where I was wrong, I swear, even on the last day, we can't even go 8-8. My Cowboys lost to the Giants. Bro, just sickening. This is disgusting. I was wrong there.
It happens, brother. Boy, where I was right this week, well, I'll give credit to Randy and I. Minnesota Vikings over the Packers. Benching out their starters. They had nothing to play for, so that was kind of the rationale into that one. Where I was wrong this week, yeah, I could say my 49ers, but I'll put that for the back burner for now. I'm going to say how, damn you Bears and Eagles. You have something to play for, and more so the Eagles. You could have hopped to the 2 seed. I'm not complaining. The Niners are going to go to Philly, and they're going to do their business. Yes, I see you, Teamer. But for an Eagle fan, just why not take the 2 seed? You want to be higher, have more home field advantage. No, Nick Sirianni says, bench the starters. Screw it. We're the 3. Interesting mindset. Interesting mindset from a coach. But why the hell the Eagles let the Commanders win? That seems sacrilegious in the NFC East.
Oh, it does.
It does.
So what about you, Mr. Randy?
Where I was wrong, fucking Panthers. Hey, but they're in the playoffs though. Hey,
That tiebreaker, bro.
That tiebreaker, man.
49ers, man. But you know what? Niners are all right in my book. I'll let them slide this week. Where I was right, Vikings, baby. Steelers, baby. How about that missed kick by the Ravens?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I did not see that one coming at all, dude. And
no one did.
I will say this before we get started in the recaps real quick. How would you like to be the freaking Baltimore Ravens? You started the season with an epic loss to the Bills, letting them come back, and then the way they lost at the end to the Steelers.
Both on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, dude.
Prime time.
Oh my God.
Oh God. On the road. It's horrible.
That is terrible. So let's get started, shall we? But no, before we do, let's just give out the winners. Randy, producer to the stars. Who won between the viewers?
Now I did a little something. Now, are we doing the whole thing right now, or
let's do it? Let's get it over with.
I did a little something special this week.
Uh-oh.
All right, it's a couple of minutes long, so bear with me.
Bear with me.
Bears. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Week 18.
Yeah. Another Sunday wasted. Another pick a mill. Another Sunday wasted.
Yeah. Sunday ticket draining my bank account dry. 3 hours of flags, commercials, alibis, ref ball, soft calls. Nobody hits. Every rule change feels like it's made by idiots. Fantasy died. Pick'em's in the grave. Rainy needs a miracle. Dominick's getting paid. 2025 season, absolute trash. Prime time snoozers, I want my Sundays back. Jets talk hope, then trip on the curb. Cowboys, this is our year. Same old nerve. Another week of pain, another fake run. Meanwhile, Niners and Seahawks having all the fun. From yellow screens, we swore it changed. Same garbage product, different game. Viewer picks cooking us every week.
Horse look dumb, yeah, we take the heat. Football sucks, ass cheeks now. Goodell trash, burn it down. Pick'em's rigged. Randy lost, Dominick wins. What a shock. Football sucks. Say it loud. Jets ass, Cowboys down. Niners lost, Seahawks loud. Go Sam Darnold, playoff bound. Every Sunday feels like deja vu. Same fake hype, same review. Best matchup of the year, they lied.
20 punts and a 6-6 tie.
Analytics nerds killed the vibe. Can't even sneeze without a flag flying. Quarterbacks wrapped in bubble wrap. League scared someone might get tapped.
Viewer picks smarter than the hosts all year.
Yeah, crowd said fade and we said nah, cheers.
Now we're reading receipts on the show.
While Dom's lead is starting to grow.
Football sucks.
Ass cheeks now.
Goodell trash.
Burn it down.
Pick'em's rigged.
Randy lost.
Dominick wins. What a shock. Football sucks.
Say it loud.
Jets ass.
Cowboys down.
Niners fly.
Seahawks loud.
Go Sam Darnold.
Playoff bound.
Playoff bound. Football sucks. Ass cheeks.
Appreciate y'all watching.
Thanks for rolling with us this season. We'll see you next time.
Keep those picks coming.
From all of us,
Goodbye. Take care, everybody.
Okay.
What? I gotta give you a round of applause, Randy, for setting that one up. That was awesome, man.
Phenomenal, buddy. That was phenomenal.
That was awesome. That was great.
Oh man, thank you, fellas.
Yeah, that was awesome, dude. So
Congratulations to the winners, man. Dom and Omar.
Yeah.
Hey,
mhm.
I'll take it. On the panel. Hey, but Teamer got the big win, man. 9 games better than
Yeah.
myself. there was a lot of games we all could say we take back. Like, why the hell did we do what we did? But
yeah.
balls out, great season,
Yeah, a specific
everybody.
week in mind.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of games we should have like double checked our picks before we did them.
Oh man,
Man, we no this week. No, I think I put in the chat to all of us, Randy. Week 18. Oh, everybody's starting. It's going to be normal. They go one play. Oh, we're pulling their. Come on, I hate that for week 18.
Jets still couldn't even win.
You know, and speaking of Jets, Randy, as good as that was, I gotta say, I've never seen it. There was a meme that crossed my thing. I had to double check it. The Jets were the only team not to register an interception on defense all year.
Yep.
That's insane.
Dang, that's insane.
Yep.
That is
You wonder why we lost 14 games.
And yet your head coach has a job.
Aaron Glenn, baby.
Yeah, I didn't ever think he was getting fired. I mean,
I didn't think so either.
The minute they shipped all the fucking superstars out from the first round picks, I said his job's safe.
Yeah.
There's no way you're fucking
They're giving them
shipping
a
all the
chance.
guys out and like, oh, you're fired now.
Oh, by the way, real quick, Omar, send me in your size or send it to Randy for your jersey. You get a jersey of your choice. Let me know the name, number, or if you just want a specific player for winning.
That
And
Cowboys?
Also, we have to all pitch in a little bit of money to throw you some Fedia because you beat us. So you get a little cash prize as well. So
Yes,
good
you
on
do.
Omar.
Courtesy of us.
Yes, sir. So with that being said, we're going to get into some recaps now. We now know who are the winners. Congratulations, Dom, too. Second year in a row, you've kicked our ass. Hats off to you, my
Third
friend.
year total.
I'm only counting two.
I'm only counting two.
It's like back to back to back. I'm the Kobe Bryant of this panel.
Oh, geez. Here we go. All right.
I love it.
All right, so let's talk about the Panthers going into Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers, man, I swear to God, this team started 5-1 at one point. They were winning all the ways that you would expect a good team. You were just expecting, okay, the defense stays a little healthy. This team can go on quite the run. They could be one of the best teams in the NFC. Nope, not so fast. And then it didn't even come down to the decision on Saturday, folks. And so they had to depend on either team had to watch the Atlanta-New Orleans game. If New Orleans would have won, you would have had the Buccaneers in the postseason. Instead, Atlanta won, and the 8-9 Panthers get in the postseason. Two questions for you guys. Is this what you were expecting from this NFC South as a total, like a team to back in like this? And is 8-9 embarrassing? Did the NFL have to change that rule? Or just say, hey, you know what? You're a division winner if you have 4 wins.
Yeah, you win your division. That's what it is.
I don't know, man. It is embarrassing.
Playoff 6-9 one year, didn't you?
7-9.
7-9.
7-9, yeah. And you won a playoff game.
If you win your division, that's
if you win your
That's the
division,
point.
you belong. The only separation I would say is once you win your division, you have the 7 teams. I would re-rack them, restack them based on record. So Carolina would be the 7 seed going to, I forget how it would shake out at the end of the day, but it would pretty much, I think, be Seattle, Rams, Niners. I forget the exact, but it would be a little bit of re-racking at this point. I'm in favor of that. Just because you win your division doesn't mean you should automatically get a home game. The rules should be in effect if a team below 500 wins a division. It's a re-rack, restack situation.
so you're punishing a team for winning their division. That's fucked up.
Below 500.
Below 500, though?
Hey,
That's
there's about 4 other fucking teams in that division that couldn't even get that.
Hey, Atlanta could have. Hey, think of it this way: Atlanta could have won the division if they beat the Jets.
That's true.
Honestly, that whole division, every team, if they would have just one game or so would have fell right, all of them could have won it.
Dude,
the Saints had a chance.
You're right, Matty. I was just going to say the Saints win a couple of those early games that they blew.
Yep.
Yeah.
Difference.
Watch next
If
year.
they started Shaw, whatever his name is, they probably would have
Watch
won the
the
division.
Saints win the division next year.
I could see that.
I can see that
It happens,
100%.
man.
I can see that.
That's the South, dude.
I
That's the
see-
way it rolls.
I see Atlanta winning next year. I could see Atlanta with the way they came back. I know they're going to get a new coach, new GM. I know we'll talk about coaching changes.
They fired the GM too?
They fired the GM as well.
Yeah, clean house.
Dang.
It's a full clean house, but you have out of all, and I know we'll talk about it later, but out of all the coaching carousel moves, Atlanta's offense is probably the most tantalizing, and their upfront pressure. Like that team is probably going to be the number one sought after job just with the pieces that they have right now on their roster.
Oh yeah, and we'll talk about, because the Panthers matchup with the Rams is already being, scrutinized, and there's already a big number on that. We'll talk about the point spread.
Well, did they beat the Rams this year?
Yeah, but we'll talk about that.
But in this game, like it was the most 2025 NFL thing to happen. A team that wins the final game and then loses out in the playoffs because of a tiebreaker situation. Like, it was torrentially downpouring rain. Like the first half was a mess. Baker Mayfield came out and did everything that they could to get the job done. So either way, I think Carolina knew deep down in their mind, if we win, we win. If we don't, Atlanta's going to help us out. It just felt right, especially knowing that Olave wasn't going to play for the Saints. It was like, okay, that's it. Lock it down.
Yep. So, there's not much to talk about in this game because Carolina was out of it for most of it. They came back at the end, but in all actuality, fall 16-14. And to me, the way they walked out the field with no resolution, it just felt like another meaningless regular season game, and it wound up turning into that for the Buccaneers. But, oh well. Now we move on to Saturday night's game.
Oh, here we go.
Saturday night.
Get your popcorn, everybody.
So there was this team that wore, I don't know, what are those called? Rivalry jerseys? And boy, those were ugly. And they hosted my Seahawks and Sam Darnold. And this was a battle. And I'm telling you, listen, Dom, I had a lot of people, once again, wanting me to gamble at work. They were like, take on the bet, man. Put your money where your mouth is. And like, dude, I never put anything past the Niners or the Rams. They're sneaky asshole teams, and they tend to get the penalties. And I'm like, here we go, And so like I was expecting more of a fight, to be honest with you, offensively. Defensively, I thought we could do some things. I was really disappointed that first drive when the Seahawks got down there and we're on the goal line, and Darnold did Darnold things. And that was, every Seahawk fan was worried about that. He takes a sack, then they go right to a stupid ass run play that goes nowhere. And he did this 4 or 5 times, Dom, against the blitz, where the blitz was creeping up and he didn't change or audible, and they ran right into the heart of the blitz. And I'm like, dude, can't you see that the corners and safeties are cheating? Like, that's a time where you call an audible, either do a slant or an up and out, or a straight just, what is a lob? Lob it over the top. And they weren't doing that, and I felt the Seahawks left so many points on the board, especially those 13, the 2 missed field goals. But I felt that they ran the ball with such force. I was really good to see the Seahawks run the ball with Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker. And it seemed like they were just not letting Darnold do what he had to do. Like, they were just like, don't lose the game for us. Just make the throws, and he did. And it was freaking awesome, dude. And defensively, I can't talk more about this defense. This defense, these stupid pundits are still saying, hey, this team is as good as the LOB. No, they're not. But they're damn good. I would say they're Raven-esque, not Raven-esque, No. I wouldn't say Raven-esque like 2008 Ravens or 2000, whenever they had the historic
2001.
defense. I would say their last Super Bowl run with Flacco. I think
2012.
I think they're 2012. I think they're 2012 Ravens. Like they're damn good. They fly all over the place. They don't miss tackles, and they're aggressive. They're not the Pete Carroll, let's play 10 yards off a receiver when they only need the 3-yard slant. I think they did a phenomenal job against CMC. I hate the 49ers, but I will say that Purdy is a very, very good quarterback, and them not having Trent Williams hurt. And
100%.
And I think not having a secondary receiver to throw to, although I don't think Pearsall's that great, he's still good. And if they had any kind of like Ayuk of old, this would have been a completely different game. But I will say the defense showed up and really made a very good Niners offense look very pedestrian, and I was shocked by that. So I actually talked to my friends, and we have some inside the clubhouse video I'm going to show you guys. This is exclusive to Heedy. So this is directly after the Seahawks win.
I smell some bull.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Wer schickt Sie? Dass Sie es wagen, sich meinen Befehl zu widersetzen! So weit ist das also gekommen. Das Militär hat mich belogen! Jeder hat mich belogen!
So that was after the game directly.
You used the Valkyrie footage.
I'm really thinking you got some exclusive video.
Oh, no, I can smell the bullshit just pile.
Are you serious?
Oh my God.
All I gotta say before I pass it on, I'm not gonna go much longer than whose house? Our division's house, baby. Seahawks, 14 wins, baby. Most in team history. I will say this now. Yeah, this is most in team history. I will say this right now. The Seahawks, when winning and being the number 1 seed, have gone to the Super Bowl 3 times. All 3 times, number 1 seed, they went to the Super Bowl. It's happening again, people. We're going to Santa Clara. Mic drop.
Can you imagine winning the Super Bowl in the fucking Niners house, bro?
That's what I want, baby. That's what I want.
God.
Dom, you want to take over on this one since it's your 2 teams?
Absolutely. No, I will have my moment, and I will say this. Seattle's defense is not to be fucked with. I'll damn right out say it. I will echo the sentiments. Again, Saturday night, you're just sitting there, and I'm like, this game's bullshit, right? You stop Seattle at the beginning of the game, and you're like, okay. Then a couple 3-and-outs. This is where I think the game changed, and Todd said it perfectly. Offensive line missing Trent Williams. That doesn't help the cause of that bull rush. No Ricky Pearsall. No. Is Ricky Pearsall an all-pro wide receiver? No. The difference that makes for a defense like Seattle that's already great, but makes them even greater, when you don't have at least one guy to just go 20, 30 yards down the field and separate that defense, safeties and cornerbacks can have 2-3 steps in. The linebackers 2-3 steps in. Offensive line or defensive line can just blitz the whole freaking time, and you have no time in that pocket. Everything seemed condensed. The Niners, they love the check down to McCaffrey. They love the crossing routes. Jennings, Bourne, Robinson, Kittle on the out. Everything of that was taken away by not having a deep threat. So not having Pearsall, even though he's not going to get you 10 catches through 300 yards, it proves schematically different. And with the missed opportunities, and the Niners defense gave up a lot of running game. And I told all you guys this year, what can Seattle's running game do? Well, they figured it out against the 49ers. So they have a running game now if they stick with it. It was 13-3, right? Third quarter, they get the field goal. They figure out what they got to do. If the Niners had scored a touchdown, as Mateo's little Seahawks photo goes on the bottom, hey, a bet's a bet. A bet's a bet. So props, Mateo, you had to take that bet.
He looks good. He looks good in blue.
You had to do
nice,
it.
Nice.
I like that sign in the back.
Oh, God. Make me vomit. It was
keep that up there for a minute. Go ahead.
We'll keep it there for all the whole show.
There you go. You can leave it there. It was 10-0 Seattle. If the Niners had got a touchdown before the half and make it 10-7 instead of 10-3, takes a little more momentum into the cause. If it was 13-7, that drive where the tip ball interception right into the lap of the Seahawks off of McCaffrey's hands, if they score by that point, it's 14-13, even with all the Seattle running game and everything they go about that, it changes the complexion at the end of the day. So again, those small little things make a difference. Again, only 13 points. Was there probably, I would say, Todd, you probably should have had 26?
Yeah, it should have been. Yeah.
2 field goals. If not the touchdown, because the Niners earned that 4th down stop, at least the 2 field goals, so 19-3 for sure. So the Niners get a little lucky in that standpoint. They did come up with a couple of sacks, which they never do, and almost recover that fumble, which could have changed the complexion of the game. Just nothing went right. You're missing players. Our linebacker, Tatum Bethune, out for the year with a groin injury, the injury list. So I will say, optimistically as a Niner fan, with all the injuries and all the bullshit, to be 12-5 and even remotely in this playoff and still had a chance at the number 1 seed, you take that fight any day of the week. The better team won on the day, and that's what it is. And in the immortal words of George Kittle, as the stupid media guy asked, how does it feel to watch Seattle celebrate? He's like, I would be doing the same thing. I'd be drinking champagne. I'd be smoking a cigar right now. They won it. They did their business. Guess what? When we leave the stadium today, we're going to go to bed and wake up tomorrow and start prepping on either the Bears, the Eagles, or the NFC South. And it's going to be the Eagles. You got to get your work done. It's the playoffs. You got to win 4 to get to the Super Bowl here, folks. Seattle wins. The thing I have on the Seahawks, final thought. To me, defense is great. I think Seattle can only go as far as Sam Darnold takes them. And some of those inconsistencies will be the issue moving forward for them.
Yeah, real quick before I pass it on to Matt and Randy, because this was a huge game. But last thing he reminded me.
No, take y'all. This y'all's team. Go ahead, take your time.
I was gonna say, to Kittle's point, they did and that was a dumb question by the reporter. I'll double down on
2019.
That because
the Dre Greenlaw hit, and Thanksgiving 3 years ago when we basically were flinging turkey in the crowd on your field.
Yeah, they celebrated on our field. So I think turnaround fair play. We've done that for years. I mean, Sherman did it back in the day too. So
if this game came down to a controversial call, I think it was different. But there was really no controversy in this game. It was It was straightforward. The only thing I will say is at the end, we saw it happen last year with Sam Darnold. After the Lions beat the Vikings in Week 18 to take the top seed, Dan Campbell went over to the Vikings head coach and said, "We'll see you in 2 weeks." Lions got eliminated the next week. Yeah. Sam Darnold went over to Brock Purdy and said, "Good game, man. We'll see you in 2 weeks." Hopefully that's the kiss of death for Seattle.
I hope not, but I will say what was a kiss of death for Santa Clara, though. 3rd and 16 and a meaningless handoff to Walker, and he gets 18 yards.
What did I say?
That was the game right there.
And it was and to make it worse for me, it was 3rd and 17, by the way.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's worse. I said last week on the show, the one thing that will be the Achilles heel besides the injuries, getting off the field on 3rd and 4th down.
Yep, there you go.
Did you see Lynch? Did you see Lynch just have a meltdown when he gave up that play?
That was me. That was me.
He's like, "Oh, go down."
No, it's funny because Stephen Lee, like when he handed off, I'm like, "Oh God, like that's gonna work." And I actually got up and I threw the remote on the floor and I started walking towards the kitchen. And then she's like, "You shouldn't be saying that about your players. The stupid Niners gave a first down." I'm like, "What?" I turned around. I'm like, "Holy shit, yeah!"
Wait a minute, you're forgetting that big catch that Cooper Kupp made. Todd, don't be disrespectful.
Who?
Cooper Kupp. He made a huge catch.
He run. Hey, that first drive of the game. Think of it this way.
I don't know what the hell just happened. I have no idea what just happened.
What the heck?
You can still hear me. It's fine. I'm out. But Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver in the first quarter on the first drive on the 4th down play in the backside of the end zone. He can't run his ass to the corner of the end zone. Come on, stop it. There is no receivers outside of JSN. Seahawks have nothing. I'm sorry. Like everybody talks about, JSN versus Diamonor, Lenore, and all that stuff. The Niners defense held JSN to only, 68 or 78 receiving yards, which is an average really game, which is an average game for a receiver like him. So again, the running game was the problem. The Niners have held opposing running games the last couple of weeks pretty good. Seattle found the formula and they rolled with it. So again, I've harped upon Seattle's run game all year. I thought they were fake, and they had a good scheme to run against the Niners. So, I can say it. Props to them. They got the job done at the end of the day. But again, everybody's now 0-0. Let the playoffs begin.
Yeah, you know what else was a turning point? When you guys, the Niners had the ball and you were close to getting a touchdown and that interception at the end zone.
Hey, defensive line hands are always important. I will say, and everybody's going to talk about, Purdy's not worth the money, whatever. Facts, analytically looking. It's about, I forget, Purdy has 9, 10 interceptions this year, whatever it was. Like 7 of them are all tip balls or juggled by the receiver. Sorry, I love CMC. It was deflected. When your body's going to your left and trying to go out and it's tipped and you have to revert your body in and expose the hands, he's juggling and a Seattle defensive player is right there to get it in his lap. Like, if that guy's one step ahead or one step behind, it probably falls to the turf. But again, you stick to your man, you get in coverage, you put your hands in the right situation, and it works out. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Wish it was a better outcome. I wish it was a more competitive game than what it was. That would have been nicer as well.
And speaking of, Matt, real quick, why I think Cooper Kupp sucks and he was a waste and he's overpaid. 47 receptions, tied for 73rd in the league, 593 yards, tied for 63rd, 2 touchdowns total, tied for 96th, and average per play per catch, 45th at 12.6. I digress.
He was one of the best white receivers for the past 3-4 years, man.
I see what you did there.
All three 49ers tight ends performed better this year than Cooper Kupp. Jake Conges, come on, let's go.
Hey, look, I guarantee you, Cooper Kupp is going to make some fantastic catches in the playoffs that's going to determine you guys winning. Guarantee it.
I don't know.
And then you got to eat crow. Todd.
If he wouldn't surprise me if he was did not practice the rest of the way.
Oh, my God.
So.
You're so disrespectful. You're so disrespectful.
Randy, you got
some.
Boy, oh boy. Good God.
And any final thoughts on this one, Randy?
No, you guys just said it all. Just, hey, Todd, our Hawks won, baby. Let's go.
Let's
there you go, team here.
Kiss a dad.
All right, now let's move on to a game that I've only got a couple questions because these two teams actually played pretty hard. Okay, so it's not like Carolina and Tampa Bay said, "Hey, do us a favor," and one of them didn't come through and the other one did. They actually played pretty hard, like if they were going to the postseason. But I think, guys, this was a lose-lose because Tampa Bay fans won't forget the fact that the Saints blew it, and then they also won't forget the fact that Atlanta played hard to get the win. Yeah. So you might add a little bit more to that rivalry because you needed your rivals to get you in. But either way, you had Kirk Cousins lead the Falcons to a late field goal to beat the Saints as the Saints grabbed the lead late and almost won this game and pulled it off. But 19-17, thoughts on a game that should not have mattered, but did wound up mattering in the end.
Stupid Saints.
Saints, man. I think we all picked the Saints to win, huh?
It was
yeah. I mean, this is why you win your games and don't rely on other people to help you. Because when it's a rivalry game like that, they're going to stick it to you. You just know they are. I ain't seen Atlanta play that hard in a while. And for them to, it was a good game. It was a good game for what it was. But again, this is why you don't rely on other people to help you. And Atlanta did Atlanta did good. And it was crazy seeing all three of them 8-9. 8-9. And then, like you said, Saints had a chance to, if they won a couple of games, they would have made a playoff. This division is just crazy. So give the Atlanta credit for playing the role of the spoilers, says the Cowboys fan. Exactly. Don't rely on people.
We all made the Saints pick, I think, under the assumption that Chris Olave was going to play.
Yeah.
Right. When we do these shows on Mondays or Tuesdays, you don't get the accurate report.
That's true.
Would Olave made a difference in this game? I definitely think so. No doubt about it. My biggest take in this, with Atlanta's head coach and GM getting fired, Kirk Cousins leading the Falcons to some wins late in the season. Is this Kirk? He's got a lot of money on that contract still. I don't know how many years, if it's 1 or 2 years left on the contract. Does whatever new coach come in says Kirk Cousins is the guy once again because they're moving the ball better. Kyle Pitts was playing better. Drake London was catching the ball better. Like, this offense is different with Cousins over Michael Penix Jr. So I think that's the biggest decision that goes into this season. And to me, out of the coaching carousel so far, Atlanta is probably the most tantalizing job because I don't think a coach – Cleveland's not tantalizing. Tennessee's not tantalizing. Who else got Arizona? Ricards.
Raiders.
maybe the Raiders,
Number one pick.
because of the number one pick, but Atlanta with what they have on their roster right now is the most interesting of a gig. So I think that's going to be the part, but I agree with you, Matty, 100%. Tampa Bay or Carolina, whoever got in or whoever got out, they had nobody but to blame but themselves.
Correct.
8-9, so much was left on the table. You were hoping for a prayer, and Tampa Bay's the odd man out.
Randy?
No, it's Atlanta, man. Probably one of their better games this year. I don't know. Yeah, I would say it's probably one of their better games. I mean, it was hard fought. But they're just something about the Saints. I mean, I really think they're going to be. I mean, I don't, like I said, they can't really go out and do a whole lot in free agency. But really, when it comes to that division, I don't think you really need to, man. Because I got a feeling about these Saints, man. I got a feeling about. I like the quarterback. Mm-hmm. You know, they got a few little decent weapons he can work with. Like I said, it's going to be a couple of years before the Saints really start contending. But when it comes to the NFC South, dude, I mean, it used to be like that. Whoever would finish last would normally end up finishing first the following season.
Yep.
So, but Atlanta, I like what Dom said. Atlanta is. They're good. There still is that question about the quarterback. Then you got a new GM coming in. What direction are we going there? And I don't mean what direction are we going in as far as hiring the GM. What direction is he going to take the team in? Because he could come in and be like, "Ooh, Kirk Cousins going to trade you." I don't know. I got a quarterback in mind. So who knows? So
you could break it down. Firing the coach is one thing. But firing the brainstem and the GM. I know Atlanta's owner is very vocal in what he wants in a lot of things, kind of like a Jerry Jones, where they're incorporated in every single facet of the game. So really, you got to make 3 different levels of chain of commands happy: owner, GM, and then figure out the head coach situation. Yeah. To me, if I'm a GM going to get that gig, if you don't have the ability to make a big trade and get higher up in the draft and this, that, and whatever, I think Atlanta, if you keep the pieces in place, are better with Kirk Cousins. I really believe that.
I'll feed off of that because Penix is coming off his 3rd ACL career. 2 in college and 1. 2 in college and 1 in the NFL. So we'll see what happens there. Let's move on quickly through this one. The Browns and Bengals. I'll just ask you guys this. I know we all picked the Bengals to finish, with a win over the Browns. That didn't happen. Barack got the win for the Browns. I'll just say this real quick. I feel bad because the sack record was broken in game 17. And there's a lot of people coming out there and they're saying that he should have broke it in 16. Now it doesn't really matter in 17. Are you with that stupid narrative, or do you think that the sack record's a sack record?
I mean, look at the snap counts. I believe he had fewer snap counts than Strahan and TJ Watt. So if you're looking at it that way, then he still did it better than those two. But 17 games compared to 16, whatever. It's different. It's a different time. So I wouldn't put an asterisk on it because it still takes skills to get to the quarterback. And
26 sacks in 1 year. Fuck, I don't care if he stretches to 20 games. That's still fucking hard.
Yeah, it's a different era. Like, you can't blame Myles Garrett for the NFL extending the schedule to week 18. Like, he did his business. He did what he had to do. Now, I will say, I'm not going to hold it against him. Was his record-breaking sack the most electric? Joe Burrow kind of slid, and it was kind of
he gave it to him.
But hey, as Mario puts it in, record is a record, man. Like, he got the job done. I know Cincinnati was a little pissed that they stopped the game and stuff like that. It's, baseball, football, whenever a record breaks in baseball, it's a completely different kind of situation of stopping a game. Both teams were eliminated. I know you're trying to win. Maybe you should have scored more points earlier in the game, Cincinnati. Just saying.
Yeah.
Maybe. But hey, Zach Taylor, as we all thought, keeps his job in Cincy.
Yeah, we all thought he would run it back one more year, at least give him one more shot and make sure that there's no excuses, no injuries that they could fall back on. So let's get into the next one. We're going to blow through this one too, because this one wound up being a nothing burger on the schedule. When its season started, you're thinking Vikings, Packers. That could be for the division. Not so much because the Bears took it, but agree or disagree. I'm only going to ask one question because the Vikings suck and their quarterback goes out again. McCarthy, another lame duck injury. But I got to say, was it smart or stupid for the Packers just to completely rest everybody?
I think it was very smart. You had nothing to play for. You wasn't going to go up or down, and you want to get your team healthy for the playoffs. So I think it was very smart. Had nothing to play for, and now, like Dom said, everybody's 0-0. So I think it was very smart.
Okay,
I concur, and I'm going to set this cycle into motion. Justin Jefferson's going to look great in red and gold.
Oh my God.
Can't even finish the season, man. Can't even finish the season.
No, hey, their season's done. They ain't going to the playoffs. It's over.
Randy, what about you, man?
No, I like if you got nothing to play for, like if there's no way you could change seating positions or anything like that, yeah, fucking give your guys a fucking week off, a little vacay, let them get rested up. I think you can be overly excuse me.
That's true.
I think you could be overly rested for the playoffs. Luckily, the Packers don't have a first round bye. So, hey, a week off, whatever.
Well, I'll say this,
Mario.
Randy, we'll revisit that little comment right there about seeding when we talk about Philadelphia later, because that'll be a question to ask similar to them. Giants and Cowboys, speaking of Matty Matt, thanks to Mario right there. The Cowboys, we all expected and picked the Cowboys to get to 8-8-1 to be the quintessential epitome of a true 500 team all the way down. But even then, to Matty's point, the Cowboys were like, nope, that's not what we do.
Nope.
This season was meant to be a disappointment, and the Cowboys said, yes. How about them Cowboys, Matt?
Really? I mean, Jesus Christ. You couldn't even get 5-5. I mean, did 500, man. 8-8, man. This game pretty much showed how our defense played all year. And I'm surprised I didn't wake up to Eberflus getting fired. I'm shocked that he still has a job now, but you know what? It didn't surprise me. We sucked this year. We were horrible. And I don't know, man. Unless Eberflus is gone, we're going to be sucking again, Pauls, next year. But kudos to the Giants. They dang near they ruined their chance of getting the number 1 seed for that win. So it's kind of like a backhand, curse for them. But yeah, it is what it is, man. The Cowboys suck this year. I have nothing else to say.
Goddamn motherfuckers.
Mary, you really chose the Giants?
No, Dallas. Matty said it. I'm not going to harp on Dallas any more than he already has. I'll focus on the Giants. They beat the Raiders. They don't get the number 1 slot, which is fine. They weren't going to take Mendoza. They got Jackson Dart. And we've talked about this upcoming draft. It's very heavy defense. So I think for them, winning these 2 games, and I think being the 3rd pick overall, I think they went to number 3, if I'm not mistaken, 3rd or 4th.
I think he did pick the Giants. I'll be damned.
Yeah. So I'll say, the Giants did what they had to do. They carry some momentum in the offseason. They're going to be in the search of a new head coach with Dable getting fired. They did announce they're keeping their GM around, which is to me, a shocking move. The guy that didn't want to pay Saquon Barkley, didn't really want Jackson Dart, didn't really want Malik Neighbors, and kind of fell into that situation. Yet he's given another year. So interesting case scenario for the Giants. I think whatever coach gets that.
Joe Schoen or Schoen or whatever his fuck. He's an idiot.
Yeah. That was exposed last year on Hard Knocks. And then he gets the NFC East this year and you see it more happening.
Like you let Saquon go and you let him go to the fucking rival and then they go and win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. But the Giants, again, like I said about Atlanta, the Giants, in a way, you could make a case saying they're intriguing offensively. Jackson Dart, nice quarterback. Cam Scattaboo, he's psychotic in the mind, but he's talented.
Sure is.
Malik Neighbors is talented when he, heals up from the ACL. Wan'Dale Robinson built a rapport with Jackson Dart this year. And I know there's some issues with their tight end, Theo Johnson. He claimed he was sick, but then he was at a Knicks game. So the GM's like all pissed that he's, but they have some intriguing pieces. So interesting situation there with the Giants. And like we talked about the NFC South, NFC East, Eagles, Cowboys, Commanders, Giants. Sometimes it's always different who might win that division. So it'll be interesting.
Giants are going to be nice next year. I hate to say it, but they're going to be pretty good.
Yep.
Randy, any thoughts on the Giants Cowboys?
Nah, man, I really thought the Cowboys could really pull it off, man. But yeah, you guys are right. There's something there with old Jackson Dart, and when Scatterboo comes back from injury, I mean, I'm sure he's just gonna pick up right where he left off, just brew some motherfuckers. And when they get Neighbors back next year, I mean, you got that weapon. Maybe the Giants can add something in free agency, or maybe they go draft another receiver. I'd really focus on that offensive line if I were them, though. You got to keep that quarterback up.
Yep.
But the Giants did what they did. I don't know if they did what they had to do. I mean, they really fucked up their draft stock there. Now, because now you got what is the Raiders and the Jets? I think at 1 and 2.
Yeah. So third pick overall. Yeah.
So I mean, it's a hell of a draft pick. I kind of like the direction the Giants are going. I just don't know if I 100% trust the GM. I mean, yeah, I think you got lucky. You backed into some Jackson Dart. I think you got lucky with Scatterboo. I mean, it's not like he was a fucking first-round pick or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like you lucked into him. But no, I was, fucking. I don't know with the Cowboys though. To me, all the Cowboys really are is just fucking Dax.
They're a bunch of Dax.
That's all they are, man.
First of all, Randy. First of all, hey, you beat me, man.
I'm just saying that. Like, what would the Cowboys be without Prescott?
A mediocre team.
You wouldn't be. You're mediocre now.
Yeah. One star rated.
You know what? Moving on.
and to finish off that point, the New York Giants, they'll have the 5 pick in the draft. It goes Raiders, Jets, Cardinals, Recards, Titans, and Giants.
Really? You had to call them recards?
They fired their coach, baby. They get recards for now.
Did they really?
It.
Yeah.
They did.
They earned it. Now, we'll talk more about the Jaguars. I'm just going to skip over that. They had the bye week in Tennessee. No offense to our friend over there in Tennessee, Jackson, but that was a
bye week.
41-7.
Trevor Lawrence that team could be scary in the playoffs. I'll say that.
And we'll definitely talk Jaguars, and we'll spend more time on these postseason games, obviously, as we'll have more time to preview them. So I don't think we'll have a clock, so we're able to rip on them a little bit longer. But we're going to fast forward through that one. We're also going to go a little fast through this one, but I do want your opinions on the Texans winning again, finishing the season 12-5, when they looked like they were going to be very much where the Cowboys are at. No offense, Matty. And the Colts finishing where the Cowboys are at, where we thought that they were going to finish where the Texans are at. So they kind of reversed. 2 questions. How hot are the Texans, number 1? And 2, do we have a quarterback of the future with Leonard for the Colts?
Possibly for Leonard as a quarterback. Possibly. He had a really good game. But we got to see a little more. We got to see a little more before we can anoint him as the quarterback, future quarterback. As far as the Texans goes, they're the real deal, man. They were not supposed to be in this position at all. And for them to just go on a tear like that, man, you got to – what they say, when you have a winning streak going into the playoffs, that's the team you got to look out for. So, they're hot. That defense is really good. Their offense is starting to come around a little bit. And they could be definitely a team that can – I don't think they can go to the Super Bowl, but they can definitely compete against you and knock you, battle you out, man. So they're a good team. They're somebody to definitely be watch out for.
Yeah, I think the position that Riley Leonard played over the weekend, it proved that the Colts should have just stuck with him instead of bringing back Phillip Rivers. Yeah, and no disrespect to Phillip Rivers, like he tried to ball out the best he could. And the Colts are probably, if I had to take a guess right now in this moment, they're probably going to give a contract to Daniel Jones. A small one, maybe 2 years, max, and Leonard will be the backup, and you'll kind of see how that situation works out. They're keeping their coach. They're keeping their GM in place. So I think it's going to be status quo. Try to build upon Daniel Jones because of what he did before getting hurt. And for the Texans, stud defense. I think theirs and Seattle's are the top two defenses that are going into the postseason right now, regardless if it's AFC or NFC. The biggest question to me is, can CJ Stroud perform? Like, a lot of his games since Houston's been winning have been good performances, like 230 yards and a touchdown, and their defense does the work. Maybe they'll have a little bit of a running game here and there, but their defense might carry them deeper into the playoffs and maybe clean some things up. I think what helps the Texans, a lot of their younger receivers, Hutchinson, Higgins, and those kind of guys like that, have gotten a lot of time during this winning streak and built that bigger rapport with CJ Stroud. So if those younger guys can step up going forward, and I know they're playing Pittsburgh, this weekend in the wild card round, I could see them making it to the divisional round for sure.
Did CJ Stroud get benched on Sunday?
For Davis Mills. Yeah. Supposedly the plan was to only play him in the first half.
Oh, so the Texans couldn't change seeding at all.
Oh no, they could.
They could have.
They pulled their fucking quarterback.
But they needed other people to lose. Like the Jags, they needed the Jags to lose, and all.
Well, Houston, they needed multiple. But like, if Houston had lost and the Chargers had won, Houston would be, I think, in the 7th spot because of their record. And like, they could not have won they could have won the division, but they needed help. In Jacksonville, they weren't going to lose to Tennessee, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they probably saw that score, and they're like, if we're the 5 seed, great. If we're the 7 seed, great. It doesn't really matter to them. I think that's kind of the mentality, because why would you pull CJ Stroud randomly in the third quarter when you looked up at the score and it's 31-7 Jacksonville?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Yeah. Because I was watching Red Zone, and I was like, what the fuck? And he didn't look or anything. I'm like, and I looked online and didn't see any injuries. I was like, what the fuck? So I was just wondering about that.
Yeah. All right. Now you move on to a barn burner. And again, to the late season heroics, it just goes to show you that teams tried to the very end. If it wasn't for Cook's late touchdown and 2-point conversion in East Rutherford, New Jersey, actually, no, that was in Buffalo. The Jets wouldn't have got on the board. The Bills, thanks to the late season heroics, only win 35-8. And the Jets put up a touchdown and 2-point conversion at the last second there to get on the scoreboard. Randy, the Jets 3-14 at this point. I don't remember any of their wins. Can you let us know the wins this season? I mean,
hold on, let me look it up.
But didn't they beat the Patriots?
I know.
Yeah. They beat the Falcons, the Bengals, and hold up.
The Dolphins?
We did.
I'm trying to be our Jay Glazer here. I'm trying. Ryan, here we go. The Jets got wonderful wins. Oh my God, I have to go down. Nope, they didn't beat Carolina. Oh, they beat the Browns 27-20.
Oh, that's right. The Browns.
Oh, okay. I thought they beat a playoff team.
That late October into November when the Jets won 2 in a row, Randy was.
Now we're going to the Super Bowl.
I remember.
Randy, any thoughts on your Jets' fantastic season?
Yeah, I'm glad it's over.
Okay, moving on. Now, Randy, are we gonna have an award? Are we gonna have an award show for the season? Are we gonna do that Super Bowl, or what are we gonna do?
Week after the Super Bowl.
Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna give a spoiler alert, or at least my leader in the clubhouse for most disappointing team. The Detroit Lions. And again, every time you think that they're going to show up, they don't. When you think they're not going to show up, they do. Yeah. And this is the week where the Bears, again, had the Eagles stuck to what we thought they were going to do. The Bears could have blown that 2nd seed thanks to their arch rivals, the Detroit Lions, because Detroit, although eliminated, gave it their best effort, and they won 19-16 in Chicago in a game where, for the first time in a while, Jared Goff played good. The offense looked good, and the defense held the Bears in check.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they were playing for pride. It's still a divisional game, but I'm disappointed in the Bears, man. Even though they still got the second seed, but I'm disappointed, man. They should have went out with a bang. But their defense did still hold up. They only gave up 19 points, which is still good. But I wanted the Bears to win this one. So, you want to go into the playoff with a win streak, not a losing streak.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I thought the Bears did win. I looked up and I thought I saw 19-16 Bears. I put the win in my fucking phone. I was like, yeah, baby. I was even telling Mara, I was like, Bears, baby, Bears. And then I looked up at the red zone. I looked at it, it was like 19-16 Detroit, and I was like, oh.
that happened last night on ESPN app. They put Ravens rule the North, and I'm like, oh crap! And I clicked the score, and it's like Pittsburgh wins. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, even ESPN was like, oh shit, the Vegas odds are out.
Man, that game, boy.
No, I think with the Bears, Ben Johnson getting big brothered by Dan Campbell, I thought Ben Johnson would unload the playbook against Detroit and kind of go into the playoffs with some positive momentum. I don't know if they were, that emotional hangover from the Niner game the week before and that high octane offense kind of game, and it just didn't translate to a divisional game against Detroit. The whole seeding situation, it was in the Eagles' hands, not the Bears' hands. If the Bears lost, like they did and the Eagles lost, which would happen, they weren't moving. If they won, they were solidified. So it really wasn't up to the Bears. It was play well, but stay healthy mentality. Don't go two balls to the walls, but don't rest everybody, right? So
but they couldn't lose the second seed, right?
They could have if the Eagles had won.
If the Eagles had won.
The only thing that probably came from this game is they had the majority of their starters in from what I read and from what I saw. Mario might be able to, execute that point a little bit better. The Packers might have learned a lot from this game of how to control Chicago's offense. That's probably the one thing that the Lions did that most other teams, because when Detroit beat the Bears early in the season, it was like 56-21. Our receivers dropped some easy passes. Okay,
they
so
did.
They did. Bears didn't help themselves. So the Lions, if there was one kryptonite to the Bears within their division, it was the Lions, a 56-21 thrashing and then beating them late in the season. So again, big brother, little brother mentality with Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson.
Mario's gonna want him some revenge next year, baby.
They play better the way they're lined up in the playoffs. I think they have a good matchup going into the playoffs against the Packers.
Those division matchups in the playoffs just are different.
It's true, but I don't know. Bears against the Niners
matches.
But I will say though, hats off to the Bears for going 11-6. Even if they couldn't win those last two games, still a hell of a team, and hell of a comeback for the Bears franchise, who's been down for years. So for them to have the 2 seed, that's a hell of an accomplishment.
Yep.
Where's Wahhabi is lame? Who reported him? Oh, geez. We got Bronco. The next game is Broncos hosting the Chargers, and the look outside of those beautiful jerseys, everyone knew the Broncos were going to win this game.
Yeah.
Dude, Trey Lance at quarterback. Come on now. That guy sucks donkey balls. That guy's terrible.
And I can say it as a Niner perspective. Why the fuck did we give up picks for that motherfucker?
Yeah, he sucks, dude.
Hey,
Sorry. We could have taken Mac Jones and who knows, but still.
Yeah.
I agree.
Even I know that was a bad move. Hot shit, that was bad.
Could be worse.
That's a first round pick. That's a first round pick you guys are talking about.
Yeah, so was Zach Wilson.
The only thing in this game is here's my question to you guys. In the AFC, or even in the Seattle's completely different from Denver. Is Denver a bigger fraud at the number 1 seed than New England at the 2 seed? Like those two guys, the 1-2, Broncos and Patriots. Who is the bigger fraud going into the postseason? I think they're two talented teams, but that's the conversation. The last 24 hours. Is Denver a fraud? No, the Patriots are like, who's more fraudish going into the postseason?
The Broncos.
Honestly, Me personally, I would pick the Patriots because we kind of saw this happening last year with the Broncos. They were ascending. As far as the Patriots, no one saw this happening. So I'm gonna have to say the Patriots for sure.
The reason why I say this, Denver's strength of schedule was 422. Their strength of victory was 378. New England's strength of schedule was less at 391, and their strength of victory was 370. So just 8 points below. So very similar victory strengths, but different as strength of schedule. I think because their division's a little tougher than the AFC East right now. So I would put my money right now. Honestly, I like the running game with the Patriots better. I would say Denver by a pinch. I
would go Denver as well because I think May's slightly better than Nick's.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Denver too for that reason. But not only that reason, I feel like I watched quite a bit of Denver this year and a lot of fucking New England this year. And man, there was games where New England was just owning motherfuckers, and then there was games you thought the Broncos were supposed to be owning motherfuckers, and the score was fucking 13-10 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, I'm looking through the Denver schedule right now. They really didn't have they beat the Bengals 28-3, and every other game that they played they beat the Packers 34-26, and Denver they beat or the Chargers this past Sunday they beat them by 16. That's it. Everything else, they beat the Cowboys by 20. 4 games they won by double digits. Everything else was 10 points and less. They beat the Raiders 10-7.
Yeah, see? What the fuck? Dude.
Hey, them divisional games, man. What you talking
about? Oh, wait. The Raiders beat the Patriots.
That's true.
Week 1, right? They both lost to the Raiders. What?
I'm trying to make a point, and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, you bumped up in your tracks right there. But New England, but if you compare New England at the end of the day as well, I know everybody talks about they have the easiest schedule, easiest strength of victory. New England, at least, did they have some baller games? Well, no, they didn't beat the Raiders, so that ain't one. They crushed Carolina, who's a playoff team. They beat the Bills, not once. Well, they lost to the Bills, but only by 4, so competitive. They beat the Bucks, not a playoff team. They beat the Ravens, who was almost a playoff team. They beat the Steelers, a playoff team. So they beat the Saints by 6. It's weird.
Yep. Well, we'll have plenty of time to talk about that as we'll get into the postseason games here real quick as we're going to whittle down these last few games. There's only really 2 games to talk about that matter. Real quick, Chiefs, Raiders.
Pete Carroll got fired.
Yeah, Pete Carroll got fired right there, 14-12. Any comments or move on?
No.
All right.
Well, I will say this. Well, question. Does Kelsey retire?
Yes.
He retires and then comes back mid-season when Mahomes come back.
We'll see. It depends on Taylor. It depends on Taylor Swift's what is it called? Schedule. Yeah.
And
oh my God, man. He got his own life, man. He got his own life.
Yeah.
Stevie Lee said she wrote a song about his dick, so I think they're going to be together.
No, and then does Max Crosby get traded?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Seahawks, baby. Seahawks.
No.
Red and gold, baby. Red and gold.
No.
Seahawks.
No.
You know what? No.
He's not going to either one of those fucking.
You could have that
overrated. Where you going, Randy?
You can have that overrated Chris Jefferson, man. Give me.
Where you going, Randy? Where you going?
New England Patriots.
I can actually see that. I can actually see that.
Him and Vrabel together, that would be interesting.
That would be dangerous. Dangerous.
That would be very dangerous.
I'd be pissed, but I'd be like, haha, I told you guys.
I can see the Bears too.
Mario.
I can see the Bears. I can see the Bears.
I can see the Bears. Yep.
All right, next game, the Recard started the season 2-0. They finished the season going 1-13. No, 1-13.
That is a goddamn shame.
Yeah, they fired their coach. They should fire the GM and the owner and just move the team away. Man, they suck. They suck ass, dude. This game was close until they made a dumbass penalty and then the Rams poured it on. That's all I got on this one.
We talk about the NFC South division helping divisional teams indirectly. Then the Cardinals can't fucking help a Niner. Like, even if the Niners had beaten Seattle would have been in the 5 seed. They wouldn't have had to worry about this game. I'm sitting there, I'm like, 20-16. And I'm like, wait, it's the third quarter. They're going to recard the fucking shit up. And then I go away for 10 minutes, come back, 3 straight touchdowns for the Rams. I'm like, fucking recards. They're done.
They suck.
I'm on the bandwagon with Todd. Recards for life.
And we lost them.
Dude, yeah, put them back in St. Louis. We'll take the St. Louis Battle Axes over here from the XFL.
You're mean.
Cardinals, it's like soccer. Cardinals are getting regulated.
There you go.
I think it's the Battle Hawks.
Oh, I have Battle Axes is better. You have a bunch of
you guys know they're in your division. You guys are very disrespectful to your division.
That's where Todd and I can agree with.
Yeah, fuck the 49ers.
Fuck them Cocks. Fuck the Cocks.
You better leave our car. You better leave our
I
Hawks
like
alone.
that you slid that in there, Todd.
Oh man. All right, now we get over to Randy's division where this game was over before it started. Patriots 38, Dolphins 10. Only question I got on this one, guys. Wasn't there the whole talk about mid-season that he was fired and he was only staying on to the end of the year? All of a sudden, there's no firing, and it looks like Mr. Loafers himself is coming back for another season.
Yeah, they had to get rid of somebody.
They fired the GM, I think.
And Tua's gone.
Well, not yet, but I think he will be.
So is Tyree.
Yeah, man, you can't fire a black man. You know it's bad for the press. Come on now. Todd, it's 2026.
You're fired, Matt. You're fired.
That's why Aaron Glenn still got a job, Mateo.
Yeah.
That's why Aaron Glenn got a You know, black people, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to touch us right now.
All the Dolphins head coach.
That's the lightest black man I've ever seen.
All the Dolphins head coach had to do is throw a little hot tool and spit on that thing, and he would stay.
Hey, something.
Matt's like McDaniel's got Al Sharpton on speed dial. All right, now the next game I got to talk about real quick. Was it a mistake or was it just straight up arrogance by Sirianni? He did not give a shit, he said. Whether to move up in seeding 2 or 3, it did not matter to him. Does it matter? Because obviously they didn't play like it mattered. They rested everybody and lost to the woke to a 39-year-old quarterback, 24-17 at home. If you paid for this game, you want your money back if you're a Philly fan. But, dude, was this a mistake by Sirianni or is this a genius move?
I think it was a mistake, but I think he was betting on his team still being able to beat the Commanders with his second string. Because, obviously it's the Commanders. You don't expect them to win. So I think his arrogance thought he could still beat them without his starters. And, it was a close game, 24-17, but they came short. But you needed that second seed just for home field advantage and for better seating.
At the end of the day, I think it's a little arrogant, but at the same time, I agree with Matty. I think maybe he thought his second string guys were worth it at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. But when you theoretically break down the playoffs, Seattle's got the one home field advantage. If the Bears take care of business, boom, there are your 2 pretty much home games moving forward into the next round. So I think he's like, whatever happens mentality. And we go to the Bears. But if it works out where the Eagles win, which won't happen, go Niners, bang, bang. The Eagles are going to have to go to Chicago. So if that situation happens, in the media, it's like, this could have been a home game and the Bears could have been traveling to you. I think it's 2 similar environments, cold weather game. I think probably in his mind, he's like, why do I want to put more stock in it than I need to? So I guess it goes under the side of ego a little bit. We're the Super Bowl champions. We've been there. We've been doing that. I'm a veteran coach kind of mentality. Maybe. I think it's a dumb move. You always want to get the highest seed possible.
True. Let's see if that comes
But
back
also, too, it's about matchups as well. And I think they match up with the Niners a little better, me personally.
Against the Packers have won, 3? Was it 3 straight against the Eagles? No, the Eagles have beaten them 3 straight. There's some sort of
Packers are one of them pesky teams, man. I'm telling you, I do not like to play the Packers at all. I hate playing them.
Yeah. So it's, maybe matchup wise, they knew they were getting a first round home game. So probably for them, they're just like, whatever, another day's work.
Randy.
I got nothing.
Randy's like, moving on.
He's like, fuck the playoff teams.
Yeah.
So final game of the season was in Pittsburgh. And again, we talked about
What a game.
The Ravens started the year in one of the most dramatic games, losing and blowing a big lead to Buffalo, only for them to blow a field goal at the end of the game in dramatic fashion, and the division all wrapped up in one play, where the fourth quarter was absolutely must-watch football as the two teams traded touchdowns back and forth. It was a fun end. You thought, man, is this the last game for Aaron Rodgers? And you thought, man, there's no way Lamar Jackson could miss the playoffs. Now you're looking at Aaron Rodgers in the postseason with Tomlinson kind of clapping, pumping his chest towards the fans and his haters, once again making the postseason. And now Lamar Jackson has to answer the question, what the hell's going on, man? Thought you're one of the best guys in the league. And Harbaugh, too, has got to ask some questions. What the hell happened with his team? No defense. I mean, it was a difficult, not the same kind of division that we're accustomed to, but either way, it was a bruising matchup between the two and a fun way to end the year. But, man, I'll just ask this real quick, man. What is up with the Ravens? Where do they go from here? This is a veteran-laced team.
I love that, Randy. I mean, missed opportunity for real, because they had chances, and I know Lamar Jackson got hurt early in the season. And
I think that's where the season fucked up right there.
That's pretty much where the season ended, because they rely so heavily on him. And Derrick Henry had some games early in the season where he didn't look like Derrick Henry, and they blew their chances. When they had an opportunity to catch, well, Pittsburgh was already ahead, but when Pittsburgh started losing, they had an opportunity to gain ground and get ahead, and they didn't. And that's where I think they blew it. Because Pittsburgh, hey, man, I didn't expect them to win. I don't think none of us expect them to win. Shout out to Strange. Your team pulled it off. I just got to say, man, this was one of the most entertaining games I've seen in a long time. And it had so much thrill, so much, oh, man, just chills and nerves and everything. And for it to end that way, and the way it ended with 2 missed field goals, that was insane. That was insane. Shout out to the Steelers, man. They pulled it off. They pulled it off.
Yeah, no, this game, regardless of who was going to win, who was going to lose, it was going to be like the NFC South. Whoever did not make the playoffs, in this case the Ravens, you dug your own grave. I know the Ravens started 1-5 and they had to come back from a deep hole, but hey, you could have beat Pittsburgh a couple weeks ago. You didn't. You could have beat the Bengals on Joe Burrow's return at home on Thanksgiving. You didn't do it. You could have beat the Patriots. Patriots, good team, but you lost by 4. You had your opportunities, and I think if John Harbaugh did not win a Super Bowl and hasn't had the illustrious career in Baltimore that he's had, he'd be on the way out with the way he's managed this team the last 5 weeks. The mismanagement of timeouts, the mismanagement of snaps, that final drive that led to the missed field goal. And I'll put this out there. Whoever's giving that guy death threats needs to shut the fuck up. Like, that's bad. That's horrible. You had, I believe it was 12 to 20 seconds left in that game. Mm-hmm. And instead of running a play with 1 timeout remaining or trying to do a 10-yard out route to the out-of-bounds marker, you just knee the ball and center it up. Derrick Henry had over 125 yards running.
Talk to him, dog.
Lamar threw the ball down the field multiple times for touchdowns. You're telling me 10 extra yards, 10 yards. That's mismanagement. I know he's probably going to keep his job, and he'll probably be on the hot seat going into next year with that veteran-laced team. Derrick Henry's contract is up. So do they re-sign him? Do they try to run it back? A lot of questions in Baltimore. I think they also lost the defensive cornerback Hamilton with a knee injury or season-ending whatever. A lot of questions in Baltimore. I don't know where you go from there. Lamar's getting another year older.
Exactly.
Randy?
No, I mean it's the Steelers, man. You said the Ravens started 1-5, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started 1-5.
Dude, that's a tough. I mean, kudos for them, battling all the way back. That's a tough fucking hole to come out of and try to get back into playoff contention. I'll tell you what, though, man. I remember earlier in the season, the Steelers started off all right, and they kind of went in a little bit of a funk, and then we were questioning them, and then we were questioning Rodgers, and then we were questioning Mike Tomlin, and now look at them, dude, fucking division champs. So I mean, there's just I was saying it, man. I never agree with firing fucking Hall of Fame coaches. Like, you literally hold on to them until they seriously can't fucking coach no more. And guys like Harbaugh going in the Hall of Fame, I promise you. Guys like Tomlin going in the Hall of Fame, I promise you. Like, I would never, ever in a million fucking years until they seriously showed that their fucking coaching days were behind them. Tomlin keeps fucking doing it, boys. He keeps fucking doing it.
Agreed.
The funny thing about that whole situation was I saw it earlier on social media. Before the game, when teams were warming up, Pittsburgh brought in a local
I saw that.
Catholic or Christian minister, and he was spraying holy water on the end zone before the game where the kick was missed at the end of the game.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, what was the Vegas over-under in this game? What was the betting odds? Because if
that's what I wanted to know. What was the over-under?
With sports and religion, oh boy, there's some Illuminati shit going on.
I feel like the Ravens were favored by like 2 or 3.
Well, usually they give the home team a 3-point favorite, 3 points. So
the Niners. I'm just stats are stats. I'm not saying I would have favored us, but I'm just saying.
Well, before we get into that, because we're going to talk playoffs now, I got to replay the press conference. Not the press conference, but the
locker room.
The unfiltered locker room stuff here. What was that again? What happened?
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Wer schickt Sie, dass Sie es wagen, sich meinen Befehl zu widersetzen? So weit ist das also gekommen. Das Militär hat mich belogen! Jeder hat mich belogen!
Yeah, Lynch was not too
Why
happy
was Jerry Rice in Montana? What did they do?
They're consultants.
I'm like, how dare you pick on Fred Warner and Nick Bosa? How dare you? How dare you, sir? How dare you? Jeez, man.
Ricky Pascal was a gunshot victim, you damn asshole.
Baltimore was a 3.5 favorite.
Oh, wow.
And they
there you go.
And they lost by 2.
Yeah, they did.
All right, so now we'll get into this week's picks. Now, those final standings are in there, but this is just for shits and giggles. You can put them in the comments or whatever. Omar already won. Dominique's already salted it away, so he's a 3-time champ. Hats off to him. Hitler's retarded. He's a Cardinal fan? What?
That was
Rams.
Lynch. Oh my god!
Rams versus Panthers, a rematch of a game that was played in the rain just about a month ago, and Carolina pulled the upset. They finished the year backing in 8-9. Rams finished the year 12-5. Tickets going as low as $170. 67 degrees. No precipitation in this one. Cloudy. Now, this is the first time I've seen this in a while. I have seen it before, but not in a while. The Rams come in a 10-point favorite on the road. 46.5 is your over-under. Stafford, 4,700 yards passing, 46 touchdowns to only 8 interceptions. Cooper Kupp having 1,700 yards just behind JSN. So Rams come in with a high-octane offense, guys. I hate the Rams. I've made it known. Dom's made it known. We hate him. I don't want to respect him. I hate the genius. I hate the fans. No offense to those in the comments, not you guys, but the ones that are that are also those guys. I hate those guys. But I have to give credit where credit's due on this one. I'm just going to make my pick short and sweet. I think the Rams do what they should have did the last time they faced each other, and I think they put belt to ass in this one. Give me the Rams covering.
I honestly don't think the Rams will cover. I think this game is actually going to be closer than you expect. It could be even an upset, but I'm going to pick the Rams, and I think they're just going to win by a field goal. I think it's going to come down to the wire.
Wow. Okay.
There's a reason this game is the first one to kick off the playoff. Nobody gonna give two shits about this game. It's going to be the Rams belt to ass. Sorry, because they played in the regular season and the Panthers helped the Rams' case for costing them a division title. The Rams are going to want belt to ass.
Yeah,
they're getting Devontae Adams back. Matthew Stafford threw a couple of picks the last time around. That'll change. There will be no weather impingement this time around like there was a couple weeks ago. I agree with Todd. We both hate the fucking Rams. But they are going to put that belt to ass, and they're going to leave some big-ass welt marks into the offseason for the Panthers.
Oh, my God. Wait a minute.
Welcome to the playoffs as an 8-9 team.
Didn't the Panthers beat the Rams this year?
That's going to fuel the fire for the Rams. Basically, you know the good old saying, you fuck around and find out? Here come the Rams, right. To show them how to find out.
I'm telling you, the Panthers are going to play a little closer, man. You watch.
I would love an upset, right? Todd and I would love an upset. Love it. We call for it, but we love it.
Randy?
Is he going to purr kitty?
Wait, Randy's been a Panthers fan all year. Come on, Randy.
Is Matty an island boy?
Am I island boy, Randy?
Oh no! You said.
Well, I picked the Rams. I still picked the Rams.
As a diehard Seahawk fan, that I
here we go.
Here we go.
I gotta go with the Hawks, baby. Go Hawks! Woo! 12 man, baby.
The Hawks.
Oh wait, that's the Hawks. Why is it?
Yeah, it's the Hawks.
Is there an inside joke that we're missing?
I was like, is that code for Panthers?
I'm looking at that.
What the fuck was that?
He was so excited. Oh my God!
I got the entire playoff picture fucking opened up, and I'm looking at
the fuck was that?
Hey, he said it so matter of fact. Go Hawks!
I was like, we don't play.
They got to buy, man.
That's why I don't screen it all the fucking time.
It's the Rams and the Panthers. Hey, man, you've been a Panthers fan most of the year, Randy. Are you still a Panthers fan for this pick?
God, yes.
You got them in the upset over the Rams?
You got nothing to lose. I'm an island
boy. Yes, I'm an island boy. I'm just trying to be. Yes, I'm an island boy. I'm the only one that picked the team.
Yeah, the brain part, man.
I definitely got monkey brain right now.
Dude.
Like, I was dead staring at that Hawks logo, too.
He was looking at like, the Hawks.
I will say this, even though we're not counting playoff wins and losses, speaking of island boys, Randy had the most island boy wins this year, 11, but he had 32 attempts at it. He was 11-21.
Yeah, baby.
Todd was 9-11. Matty, 9-7. And myself at 9-5. So I won island boy winning percentage as well.
Don? Jesus.
Wait,
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. So I was 9-11 in the picks?
I'm being an island boy.
Island boys.
Yeah. So I was 9-11 on Island Boys. My birthday's 9/11. I was 21 on 9/11. Conspiracy. Moving on. Next game on Prime Video, Packers in the evening game, 5 o'clock versus the Bears. First place Bears. Tickets going as low as I haven't seen this all year, $456.
Whoa.
Holy shit. 31 degrees and cloudy in the Windy City. It will be windy, so you got to look out for that too. Despite all that, the Bears are a 1.5 point favorite. 45.5 is your total points. The Bears lost the first matchup by 7 and won the next matchup by 6 in OT. So with that being set up right there, I'm going to go with
Who you picking?
the Chicago Bears, baby. Monsters of the Midway. I don't
You gotta
like
say it
Jordan
like you
Love
mean
in
it, Todd.
Give
Bears.
me the Bears. I like painted nails over some love right there. I don't like Jordan Love. He's had a mediocre ass season. And the Bears are ascending, dude. And I think they make those catches they dropped last week. So give me the Bears.
This is a tough one. I don't know, man. Packers play the Bears pretty tough, but I'm gonna go with the Bears. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bears on this one.
Yeah, this one is definitely one of the more intriguing games of the first round, just because of the divisional matchup and playing. When you play your team 3 times in the season, it's always dynamic. The difference in this game for me, because as Mario said, it's a coin toss. I really do believe that. I would give the edge to the Bears because they're at home, and Packers do not have Micah Parsons to help stop that run and pressure.
That's true.
However, I'm going to give the 51 to 49% edge to the Packers. They've been there. They've done that in the playoffs. Bears, rookie coach, Caleb Williams, first time in the playoffs. It's one of those things where you just got to, like I've said to them all season long, you just got to prove it. They've had a good record. They won their division an outstanding year. Can they continue it? But because of the leadership and the been there, done that mentality, I'll give the slight coin toss edge to the Packers to get a little revenge at Soldier Field.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, but I
can
think
definitely see that.
This one, I think, will be one of the top 2 games of the week. Definitely.
Agreed.
I'm poking the bear.
Hey, if I'm poking the bear, I could be helping the Bears. You never know. A little reverse psychology.
Randy.
Is he on the island, Randy? Give me the Hawks.
Give him the Hawks.
Give me the Bears.
Give him the Hawks.
Oh, I'm an island boy.
Oh man, here let me get it. Where you at? There he is.
Oh, I'm an island boy. Yes, I'm an island boy. I'm just trying to be. Yes, I'm an island boy. I'm the only one that picked the team.
Dom looks like he will kill you in the middle of the night.
Those goddamn lips. Those goddamn
Them
lips.
eyes.
Hey, while he's smiling too.
Yeah, he got that death smile. Like,
And here's the thing. The last thing I got on the Bears, Mr. Painted Fingernails himself fell 58 yards short of becoming the first ever Chicago Bear to throw for 4,000 yards. Basically, every team in the league has done it, even the Recards, but not the Bears. So
That's insane.
They continue.
I think he's going to do it next year. I think he's ascending. He's definitely ascending.
Jets did it in the 60s.
See, I think Matt's right on this one, dude. I think Caleb does it next year for sure. So we move to Sunday. Those are Saturday slate games. Remember, Fox has the morning blowout, and then the Packers Bears will be on Prime in the evening. Sunday morning, we're going to have 3 games, starting off with the Bills into Jacksonville, and Matt says it's going to be a good game. I think it is too. 12-5 Buffalo Bills come in to play the Jaguars 13-4. It's funny because we feel that the Bills have played underachieving football, yet they still got 12 wins. Tickets going as low as $234. Man, this is gonna be a Bills Mafia home game, dude. I swear to God.
Sure is.
63 degrees and partly cloudy, weather not a factor. Total points is going to be high at 51.5. Buffalo's coming in at a 1.5 point favorite. So with that being said, dude, Josh Allen versus the WNBA superstar.
Oh, Lord.
The Jags, look, I got to put it to him. He didn't have an impressive season, 29-12 as far as touchdowns and interceptions, 4,000 yards and 4,007 yards to be exact. But, there's something about Josh Allen, and I'll take words of wisdom, what you guys said earlier as far as experience. I didn't go with it with the Chicago-Green Bay matchup, but I will go with it with the Bills. I don't think McDermott's one and done. I do think Cohen's got the Jags in the right direction. I want to see them do it another year, but unfortunately for Jacksonville, I think they ran into the beast, and they're going to get beaten by Buffalo, in my opinion.
I agree with you on this one where it comes to experience. I think the Bills will beat the Jags I think they blow them out.
Here's the thing. I think this is another intriguing matchup this week. And I think the Bears-Packers and this game is going to be the top two games of the week. It's weird. No Patrick Mahomes, no Lamar Jackson. Everybody's saying this is the year if Josh Allen wants to do it. Sure, if Josh Allen had the team from maybe a year or two ago, it's a completely different team right now. What Buffalo Bills team are we going to get? Like, is it the Josh Allen, James Cook show? Is Shakir and the wide receiving crew actually going to catch some, footballs at this point and get it into the end zone? Is their defense going to show up? I don't know. Jekyll and Hyde. Jacksonville's riding high. You go with the hot team. To me, I might be an oxymoron saying, oh, the Packers have been there, done that. I'm going to go opposite on this one. I think Jacksonville could upset Josh Allen. I think they could. It's weird to say that, but the trajectory that Jacksonville has been on is rather defining, right? At the end of the day, if I had to pick, I'll lean. Yeah, fuck it. This doesn't count. I'll pick Jacksonville.
Wow.
Other team. Buffalo rested their starters in week 18. I don't know if that makes a difference with Josh Allen. I don't know. If Jacksonville stops the run, I think that exposes the Buffalo Bills and their wide receivers. The wide receivers out of everybody on the Bills have to step up. If they don't, I'm not going to say Jacksonville's going to wipe the floor with them, but it'll be close. And then Josh Allen's never going to hear the end of it. This is a career-defining playoff for Josh Allen, especially with a lot of high competitive quarterbacks that he's been dogging against for years. And
this is Peyton Manning, Tom Brady.
Yeah. I think if this game was flipped, if it was in Buffalo, I'd be all in on Buffalo. Jacksonville in the cold, I don't know about that one. But because they're in Duval County, it's going to be a different matchup. So I could be an island boy.
Randy?
Oh, I'm an island boy. Yes, I'm an...
Whoa.
They took it back?
Give me the Jags, because guess what? The Jags are 6-2, 7-2 at home this season, baby.
Ooh.
Good stat. Good stat.
The scouting report.
I think the Jags are the better team.
All right, we'll see, because that one will be a good game.
What's the weather going to be? Is it going to be hot and sunny?
Partly cloudy, 60 degrees.
Partly cloudy, 60 degrees.
And real quick, for Patrick, I know he wants some swag. I never saw his pictures, so if you could send me him, I'll post them, because that's what I want to do. You could tag me or whatever like that, because I didn't see him on our social media. But I'll definitely throw you a shirt or two when I see you yelling that you got balls in your mouth at Angels team.
Real quick, Patrick, I don't know what the AFL has to do with a man throwing 4,000 fucking yards. I mean, like, if the Jets played in the NFL in 1966 or 1967, he probably would have threw for 4,000 yards then too, at least one of those fucking years, man. So I mean, I don't know what the AFL has anything to do with it. I mean, they did beat the NFL in a couple of Super Bowls.
There you go. All right,
so Randy throwing his stats.
For all you 1960s fans.
Old man, Sonny.
We are here for the first round of the NFL playoffs.
Joe Namath, Johnny Unitas.
All
right.
Take your pants off.
Boy, it's been an interesting night
Whoa
for
there,
Randy.
whoa there, Deshaun Watson. Whoa there.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You got the Colts next or what? I mean,
The Niners,
Niners, Eagles right here
Ew.
in Philadelphia. Tickets going as low as $208. 42 degrees and partly cloudy. That's a 1:30 start time on Fox. Philadelphia is a 4.5-point favorite. Will Mike Trout be there? Who knows? Who gives a shit? 44.5 is the total points right there. Eagles come in with a lesser record, but hosting the Niners as they rested their starters. Look.
Is this the bias or unbiased?
Well, we all know what Dom's picking. We all know what Teamer 20 is picking.
All right, I'll go like this. Biased opinion, the Niners have no chance. Unbiased opinion, the Niners could bust an upset there. Injuries or no injuries.
Is it really an upset?
I think it is because of just
they got the better record.
Super Bowl champs, man. The Eagles are Super Bowl champs until dethroned. So, you know, they're the Super Bowl champs. They gotta save face and hold and protect the house. And because of that, I'm leaning towards the Eagles, man. I'm gonna go with the Eagles only because I just feel they got a little more in the tank right now. There's something missing with the Niners, and it just, if they had Fred Warner and Bosa, I'd be like, dude, Niners are gonna come in there and get them. But I think the Niners bow out, dude. Sorry, Dom.
Yeah. Hey, everybody's 0-0 at this point.
Honestly, this is actually a pretty rivalry. You know, these teams don't really like each other. Especially they've met each other in the playoffs the last couple of seasons too. I think this is going to be a really good game. Probably one of the even matchups this playoff for this week. I honestly got the Niners pulling off the win, and I don't think it's going to be an upset. I think the Niners are actually going to beat the Eagles, and I hate to say that because I hate both of these teams, but I actually got the Niners winning this game in a close battle.
You know, this is going to be a fun game. I know the last time the Niners went into Philadelphia, they wrecked them late in the season 2 seasons ago. And then the time before that was the NFC title game 3 years ago where Brock Purdy got, his elbow torched, and that was ball game at that point. So this is a matchup. The Niners, are they going to be healthy enough? That's the honest opinion. That's not me being a homer for the Niners, bang, bang, faithful. It's the truth. Is Trent Williams going to play? If he is, that gives the Niners a little bit of a stockpile. Is Pearsall going to play? That PCL in his knee got re-aggravated. I'm going to take a leaning guess. Pearsall's not going to play. Maybe he'll try. Who the hell knows? Can they protect Brock Purdy? Can they elevate down the field? Can they stop the defensive line of the Eagles with Jalen Carter? That's what Seattle Seahawks did extremely well. In order to give Purdy time, you're going to have to protect him at the end of the day. That's going to be the key. If the Niners defense, you just gave up a shit ton of running yards to Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet. The Eagles have a guy named Saquon Barkley. That's a completely different beast within itself. That's going to be hard within itself. I think our cornerbacks can hold down Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, which is fine. It's going to be controlling the running game. Give me the Niners, of course, in a close one. Please, for the love of football gods, can we not have a god-dang injury? Can we play as healthy as can be? And I agree. If there was Bosa, Warner, it's a completely different game. The Eagles are different. My hope is that first half, they come out slow and the Niners take advantage. Niners need a lead going into half. That changes the complexion of that ball game. But as always, bang, bang, baby. Let's go.
He said bang, bang.
Bang, bang, baby. Woo!
Randy?
Man, this one's tough, dude. Who did you pick, Todd? Eagles?
Yes.
Matt, you picked the Eagles?
I got the Niners.
Oh, Niners. Okay. Ooh, fuck. No, No, this one, dude, this one's tough, man. I mean,
Todd is on the island.
Yeah, the Niners were they were in a hard fought fucking game against the Hawks.
Yeah.
And then you got the Eagles, man. Didn't they just lose this week?
They lost to the Washington Commanders.
But they were playing backups.
But they didn't have their starter.
Fuck, I don't know, dude. Fuck it.
Oh, I'm an island boy. Yes, I'm an island boy. I'm just trying to be. Yes, I'm an island boy. I'm the only one that picked the team.
I'm just looking at the tats on my cheek. I'm like, wait, who would?
Either way, I'm not comfortable. I don't think I would have been comfortable with either of my picks, man. But I don't know. It's just something. I don't know. Something about the Niners. I just like a little extra.
All right, you like the Niners? Get your Niners gear ready, Randy.
No, go Hawks.
No, time to jinx the Niners.
Go Hawks.
I hate the Niners. Go Hawks.
Now the next game is the Peacock game of the week. It's a 5:00 start on Sunday Night Football. Chargers go into New England to take on the Patriots. Big question in this one is how healthy is the quarterback situation for the Chargers and Herbert? Tickets going as low as $202. The temperature is going to be 32 degrees for that Los Angeles Charger team. Still feels so stupid saying Los Angeles. New England 3.5-point favorites despite their record at 14-3. 46.5 is your total. I'm going to say it like this, man. The Chargers are going to charge her. They're going to charge her. This game's going to be close, I think. But Drake May, 31 touchdowns, 8 picks, 4,300 yards, almost 4,400 yards passing. What a season for him. I think he kind of picks apart that defense in the second half, man. So I like the Patriots, but it will be kind of close.
Nah, I don't think it's going to be close. I got the Patriots winning this one.
Yeah, I have the Patriots winning this game as well. The Chargers, I don't want to say the only way, but the biggest way that they can help themselves, they have to stop New England's running game. Henderson and Stevenson have been lights out the last couple of weeks, which has helped Drake May. Again, I know New England has that very soft schedule, and their strength of victory is below Denver's at this point. But a home game, Mike Vrabel's a proven coach. Yes, Jim Harbaugh is a proven coach. So throw the coaching numbers aside. It's going to be what happens on the field. Which Chargers team are we getting? Is McConkey going to show up? Is Keenan Allen going to show up? Is Omarion Hampton going to show up? Is Herbert, their offense is hit and miss. Their defense has been good, but their offense can be Jekyll and Hyde. And I think I'm going to go with the Patriots being a little more consistent regardless of who they beat. Everybody's 0-0. Let's play ball.
Yeah, I just don't trust Justin Herbert in the playoffs. I think the Patriots are a way better team. I think the Patriots are going to kick their fucking ass. I think they're going to make the Chargers look like they don't belong there. I feel like the Patriots are going to beat them 32-16.
I'm with you, Randy.
Yeah, I think so. Mario says it best. Bad matchup for the Chargers.
Big time.
Well, I think any match would have been bad for the Chargers because let's say the Chargers were the 3 seed. They would have been if they were the 5 seed, they would have been going to Pittsburgh. I think I like their odds a little bit better in that game.
Yeah, I think their odds are a little better.
If they're in the 6, they're going to Jacksonville. Jacksonville already picked them apart once, and then 7 seed going where they are to New England. So they had to keep the 5 seed, and they chose to rest their starters.
True.
Does that seeding purpose come back to bite them in the ass?
I think so.
We'll definitely have to see about that. That'll move us to a Monday, a rare Monday playoff game. January 12th, Texans going to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. This game, guys, 38 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Lowest ticket's $129. Houston is a 3-point favorite on the road. This one is a little weird because the Texans have had a history. And I mean a history because it's a small sample size since they got a team back in Houston. But Houston has had quite a history of having good regular seasons and going out quickly. And the Pittsburgh Steelers have been up and down with Tomlin, as we know. I forget how many. Mr. Glazer, Dom, do you know the record of Tomlin lately in the postseason?
Give me 30 seconds.
Okay.
0-6.
While I make my pick here, damn, something tells me, dude.
I got it.
Okay,
he is Mike Tomlin in 19 playoff games in his career, 8 and 11. You take out that Super Bowl run, he would be a grand total of. I'm trying to see if they were the 1 seed that year. I don't think they were. So that would put him at 4 and 11.
Since then.
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said, I'm going with my boy Tomlin. I think the Steelers, like, experience-wise, the Houston choking, in my opinion, DK being back. I mean, the Steelers were able to move the ball pretty good. I know the Ravens aren't a stud defense like the Texans, but Rodgers had time to throw. That's going to be the key. If they can keep him upright, he can hit some of those weapons. I like the Steelers to win, but in a knock them out, drag them out 16-10 like game.
Yeah, but just to confirm, I got the breakdown. Tomlin in the Super Bowl year, they had the 1 seed. They got the division round, the AFC, and I'm sorry, that was when they lost to Green Bay in the Super Bowl. Back that up. Arizona, they won 3 games again, division, AFC, and the Super Bowl. His track record, 2024, lost in the playoffs in the first round. 2023, lost to Buffalo in the wild card. 22, missed the playoffs. 21, wild card exit to the Chiefs.
They basically haven't won a playoff game since 2016.
I think he's like 0-6 in the last few playoff games.
Yep. Missed the playoffs in 19, missed the playoffs in 18, lost to Jacksonville in the divisional round in 17 in an upset fashion, losing to Kansas City in the AFC title game in 16, the last win home against the Dolphins in 2016.
So you're saying that there's a trend there with Tomlin losing. So Todd Fox says, buck that trend. Give me the
Steelers. I'm with you on this one, Todd. Believe it or not, I think the Steelers pull off the upset and get a close win. And the only reason why I say that is because you can't count out Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, man. He's a bad man. I hate to say it, but I think with DK coming back this week, adds a weapon, and the way he was picking apart the Ravens defense last Sunday, I mean, I don't know if he's gonna do that against the Texans, but it's the playoffs, baby. Things are different. So give me the Steelers to win in a close one.
Yeah, this one's a close one. DK coming back adds a little wrinkle to the Pittsburgh offense, but there's something about that Texans defense that's really, really good. And Pittsburgh has been one of those teams, win, lose, win, lose. It's just Jekyll and Hyde once again. What Pittsburgh team are we getting? That's the big question at the end of the day. And does CJ Stroud show up in a big way?
Yep.
That's the biggest question. To me, because pick'ems don't matter in the playoffs, I'm going to go with Houston. I'm going to take them in their defense in a close one. Maybe their kicker might have to kick a game-winning field goal. I don't know.
Hey,
but as long as it's in the opposite end zone from where the priest, put the holy water.
real quick, fellas. I'm sensing something from Dom outside of that Niners pick. It seems like he's resting his starters here in the postseason.
I'm sensing that too.
Randy, what's your pick on this one, man?
Oh, who were we talking about again?
Steelers.
Oh, yeah, Steelers.
And the Texans. The Hawks.
Yeah, go Hawks.
I'm pulling a Randy. I'm going with all the Island Boys today.
I noticed.
Yeah, I think you're going to be an Island Boy again here, buddy.
Oh, I'm an Island Boy. Yes, I'm an Island Boy. I'm just trying to be. Yes, I'm an Island Boy. I'm the only one that picked the team.
Another Island Boy. What's that? 3 this week?
Give me the Steelers. I don't know. It's in Pittsburgh, and that's a fucking that's a tough place to play, dude. Yeah. Especially in January, man. And I don't know, man. The Texans don't strike me as a fucking team that can go into Pittsburgh in January and just lay it fucking down on them. It'll be a close game probably, but I just think the Steelers are going to edge it out with Aaron Rodgers.
I wouldn't be shocked in that point. Like, if Pittsburgh wins, right, they're going to be the 5 seed in the or 4 seed in this case. Jacksonville wins, Patriots win. Pittsburgh's got to go to Denver. If I'll take myself out of this equation, but let's say Pittsburgh wins, Jacksonville wins, and the Patriots win. 1, 2, 3, 4. Broncos versus Steelers, Jacksonville, New England. Pretty entertaining AFC divisional.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah,
Not bad.
Texans would be interesting too. I don't know if they've got the fight to do it, like on the road, like Randy said. I don't know.
I honestly think if the Texans can get past Pittsburgh, I think they could have a shot at Denver.
Mm.
Denver
tough place to play.
It is a tough place, and Denver only beat Houston on a last second field goal earlier in the season, like 18-16.
Yeah,
like I think if Houston gets through Pittsburgh, I could see them in the AFC title game.
Ooh.
Like just the way the like we could be in I'm telling you, Jacksonville, Houston could be the freaking AFC title game.
That would be ugly.
Isn't that
I'd love that.
Isn't that strange, man? Like
that would be ugly.
Pretty strange.
As the only person here that has the 1 seed, Todd, in the NFC, who would you want to see in the divisional round come to Seattle? Because really, if Niners win and Packers lose, rematch.
Mm-hmm.
If Eagles win and Bears win, you're getting the Rams. So either way, odds are probably an NFC West rival.
I'd like to knock out the Packers. I really don't want to. I don't want to take on the Niners. If I had to play a rivalry game in that first round that we played in the second round, it would be the Rams. I'd want to take their ass out, but then they'd have all the motivation in the world. That's the problem. Take us out because then they could prove it one and done too. So it's a slippery slope. Honestly, if I had it, like, long story short, give me a non-divisional team and I'm happy.
Because then Niners beat Eagles, Rams win, but Packers win. It's Seattle Packers, Niners going to Levi South.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're like, get rid of the divisions early.
Yeah, and then if we got to go through one of you guys to get to the Super Bowl, absolutely.
One is better than 2 in your mind.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd rather do that.
Fair assessment. I if the roles were reversed, I'd probably say the same. Yeah.
And if we get to the Super Bowl, hopefully, but if we get to the Super Bowl and Houston and the Jags are the final 2, I'm like, bring one of those fucking losers on. We're gonna beat their ass in the Super Bowl.
No, okay. Theoretically, as we, let's say, God, Jesus, don't hurt me. If Seattle makes the Super Bowl, who would you like? What is the most entertaining matchup? Who would you want to play for entertainment purposes? And who is the one team that's like, well, you said it, Houston, Jacksonville, but who would be the one AFC team that's like, that's a damn good matchup?
Denver. Unfortunately, I think Denver would be a hell of a matchup because both defenses would be so stingy, man. It would come down to which team could create a turnover, dude. That would be, oh God, that would scare me. It was the Broncos.
Now we know how we get Todd's butt clincher.
Oh, dude, I don't know. It'd be one of those, like, because Steve Elise was even like, hey, if you guys get to the Super Bowl, which I don't think you are, she was saying.
Go Steve Elise.
Whatever. She was like, would you have a Super Bowl party? I'm like, hell no. If the Seahawks are in it, I want to watch it by myself. I want to scream at the TV myself. I don't want to be there because no matter who you bring, family, friends, there's always going to be that one turd.
Steve Elise, throw a party.
There's going to be one turd that's going to be filming your every fucking reaction.
Yes, I hate it. Yes.
And
I want her to throw a party and invite us all.
No.
Yes.
Todd would lock himself in the studio.
Yeah, and then there's going to be all these people looking at me like, oh, really? How you feeling right now, buddy?
How you doing, Todd?
That'd be me.
Well, I would love that. But then, you know what would happen? She throws a party, we all go, and Seattle wins, and I'm like, bitch, I'm out. See ya. I'm going to run.
Bitch, I'm out.
I'm out, bitch. I'll be like,
I'm out.
I'm out.
In my retro Hawks jersey. Go Hawks, baby.
God.
Now, see, if you did that, I'd hold you to being a Seahawk fan the rest of your life, motherfucker.
Oh, God. Sweet Lord.
But But I think that's about it for today. She said Todd did her. Oh man, that's a throwback to the post games. Yeah, interesting slate of games we got. It should be a lot of fun. Again, my final thoughts for tonight, fellas, and to the viewers out there and the ones watching after this is thank you so much for being part of the Unfiltered Sports Pod and all the football talk we've had. We've had some long shows. We've had some short shows. Not really short, but a little cut down. But we get to it a lot, dude. We talk about recaps and we talk about the week that's going to be. And we give it our best with the picks. And then you guys too. And then hats off once again to Omar. Get with Randy on the prizes stuff, and we'll get that out to you ASAP. So for Todd Fox on this pre-wild card, I bid farewell. Now it's off to my boys right here for their final thoughts.
Final thoughts is thank you guys for sticking with us for the entire season, and it's not over yet.
No, we appreciate you guys absolutely from top to bottom, from week 1 to now. Let's keep it rolling. Back to back to back. Thank you very much.
Of course.
On the pick'ems. And in good fashion, bang, bang, Niner gang. Let's go.
Close us out, Randy.
Yeah, hey guys, thanks a lot for checking us out this week. We love all you guys. We couldn't do it without you. We appreciate your support, and I will give the viewers the rest of my time.
Appreciate y'all watching.
Thanks for rolling with us this season. We'll see you next time.
Keep those picks coming.
From all of us,
Goodbye. Take care, everybody.